In the late 1970s, this was my home away from home. The 7-Eleven here at Harper and Shady Lane, between 8 and 9 Mile Roads in St. Clair Shores. Back then, my father was the manager of this 7-Eleven, and he would work the afternoon shift. So every day he would pick me up after school. About 3 o'clock, he'd pick me up from Detroit, St. Matthews, and we would drive out here to St. Clair Shores, where he worked the afternoon shift. And as a 9, 10, 11-year-old kid, this was where I spent the rest of my day. And I would do my homework in the back room. I would work the register. I knew how to work the register, and I could ring up anything except for beer sales. If someone wanted to buy beer, I'd have to summon my father from the back room, where he was probably doing his paperwork, to come out and ring up the beer sale. Also back then, in those days, the Slurpee counter the Slurpee machine was behind the counter. So the customers couldn't make their own Slurpees like they can today. They'd have to rely on my father and me. And back then you didn't have much choice. It was either usually just a Coke or a Mountain Dew, and that was it. And if you wanted to get fancy, you know, I could give you half Coke and half Mountain Dew. And my father also used this address, 21701 Harper, to get me in the St. Clair Shores Baseball League, because our neighborhood in Detroit wasn't so hot anymore. But as far as the coaches knew, I lived at 21701 Harper, which nobody checked to see was a 7-Eleven. And one other lasting memory I have of the 7-Eleven was my father would work till 11 p.m. most days. But if the person working the midnight shift didn't show up, you know, guess who had to cover? My father. And so on more than one occasion, as a 9, 10, 11-year-old boy, I stayed with my father until 7 o'clock the following morning when he got some relief. And, you know, I can still remember sitting on the hood of my father's car at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and just looking out at the night sky and looking around and thinking, wow, I've never been up this late before. This is what it's like at 4 o'clock in the morning. And that was the late 1970s. And really, just even today, just standing in this parking lot brings back a rush of great memories for me of my childhood and my home away from home here at 7-Eleven.